Greetings everyone, my name is Greg. In this video I am going to be talking about the necklace that I wear, and I'm intentionally not wearing it at the moment so I can show you what it looks like, how I wear it, that the point is up. I want to note right from the start, I do not wear it with the point down. I wear it that the point is up. There is a reason that matters. And in this video, I am going to be talking about this symbol, as well as why I wear it, what it means, the truth behind it. Not the bullshit ignorance of the whack job Christians and people, the stupid idiots like The Voice that was commenting on my video, The Thaw, my refuting the Thaw, trying to say that this is satanic. It is not. And there's multiple places that you can see for what a pentagram means. But the symbolic meaning of the pentagram is a symbol of a star encased in a circle, always with 5 points, one pointing upward. Each has its own meaning. The upward point of the star is representative of the spirit. The other 4 points are represented as the elements of the earth: air, fire, and water. All of these contribute to life and are part of each of us. To wear a pentagram necklace or other form of jewelry is to say you feel a connection with the elements and respect the earth. Do you get that, The Voice? Do you get that, Christians? It is about nature. It is about respecting the planet, respecting the earth. It has nothing to do with your fictitious devil. Not a goddamn thing. But to continue. The number 5. The number 5 has always been regarded as mystical and magical, yet essentially human. We have 5 fingers and toes on each limb. We commonly note 5 senses: sight, hearing, smell, touch, taste. We perceive 5 stages or initiations of our lives, like birth, adolescence, cultus, or adulthood, parenthood, and death. There are other numbers, initiations, stages, and attributes. But to go down with it, if you look at the pentagram symbol, it is the human body. The head, the arms, the legs. But further down, it shows a protection against evil. The pentagram has long been believed to be a potent protection against evil, a symbol of conflict that shields the wearer and the home. The pentagram has 5 spiked wards and a womb-shaped defense, protective pentagon at the center. Now, one of the things I will show you, again, the center of my pentagram necklace is basically, it's like a stone of some sort. Basically, it's pretty. And around it is a dragon. But the symbol of the dragon is also a symbol of protection. It is not about the devil. It is not about Satan. That is Christian bullshit. And I'll be getting into their bullshit in a minute. 5 elements. Here are the 5 elements: 4 of matter, earth, air, fire, water, and the quintessential spirit. These may be arrayed around the pentagram points, the word quintessential derives from this fifth element, the spirit tracing a path around the pentagram. The elements are placed in order of destiny, spirit, ether, fire, air, water, earth. Earth and fire are basal, fixed, and water and air are free and flowing. That's why at the base is fire and earth, and at the sides is air and water. It goes into drawing the pentagram, as well as the mention of the inverted pentagram. The pentagram may be inverted with one point down. The implication is of spirit subverted to matter, subservient to matter, of man subservient to his carnal desires. The inverted pentagram has come to be seen by many pagans as representing the dark side, and is abhorrent as an evil symbol. Fundamental Christians indeed see any form of pentagram as such. And what they're showing is how stupid they are regarding the symbol. And the pentagram as a Christian symbol. That's right, Christians. This, at one time, was a Christian symbol. Brace yourself. Up until the medieval times, the 5 points of the pentagram represented the 5 wounds of Christ on the cross. It was a symbol of Christ the Savior. This is in stark contrast to today, where the pentagram is categorized by modern fundamentalist Christians as a symbol of evil. The church eventually chose the cross as a more sufficient symbol for Christianity, and used the pentagram as the Christian's symbol gradually ceased. The thing is, I don't wear this. I didn't even know that about the pentagram, that it used to be a Christian symbol. But I find it interesting that the church is what Christians are bowing to. When they wear their cross and they go with that shit, what they're saying is they are going with the symbol of the man-made group, the church. The organization that is interested in control and dictating to others what they think and what they do. But these people are also having no problem with the idea of torture. And this is one that I hammer on frequently. The subject of torture. I also go into, with Christians, the idea of their Jesus being a praising of human sacrifice. Because you have to. If you are a Christian, you have to go along with the idea that human sacrifice is a good thing. Because without it, you have this sin bullshit that you're condemned by default with your God. Your God is not a figure of love. It doesn't look to love unconditionally. It looks to set things up in such a way so that you're condemned as a default position. That in order for you to be forgiven, this God needed blood and death. That there needed to be the death of this Jesus in order for this God to be able to forgive you. Parents, human parents, are capable of forgiving their child without the need of human sacrifice, without the need of something dying. Why is it humans can do something like forgive just because it is the right thing to do, whereas your God can't? Your God can't forgive without blood and death. Perhaps some Christian could explain that to me. And perhaps you could explain to me why you idiots think that your God is good, yet this notion of hell, this idea of torture, you jack-offs will say, that's what people deserve if they kill, rape, so forth. How about if they don't think like you? You think someone should be tortured just because they don't have the thoughts in their head that you do? Where are they hurting a goddamn person? By not thinking like you. Where do you get off trying to tell me what thoughts I should have? Who the fuck are you to try and dictate and say the way you think is the way it has to be, or you should be tortured? And how is that mindset not the real satanic one? I know Satanists. Hell, my business partner with Flagship Radio is a theistic Satanist. I have no problem with him. None whatsoever. His beliefs, I don't share them. I find it interesting. Him and I regularly have discussions about what he believes regarding his deity and so forth. And it doesn't faze me. Largely because he's not threatening me. Not at all. He knows I'm an atheist. He doesn't care. The fact that, and we've had discussions about this as far as whatever his deity is. In a sense, as far as he's thinking, how would it feel regarding someone like me? And his personal feeling is that it would basically look at the aspect of my dedication and my devotion to the truth, to getting at what is true, is what it would care about. The fact that I don't believe it exists and so forth, it wouldn't matter. And the thing is, in the idea of a God, let's think about this. These Christians want to talk about their magical fucking God as if it is so fucking powerful, yet their God is so insecure that it can't handle if a human doesn't think it exists. Think about that. Our thoughts matter to a God. What we think, it cares about. I'm human. I don't give a fuck what 99% of people in this world think. There's damn few that I care what they think. Really, when you get down to it. There are times I will ask people what their thoughts are on something. But that moment, or for a video, by all means, share your thoughts. But don't think for a second that I'm going to be all upset or hurt if you don't think like me. Oh, wow. It doesn't matter to me. But to the Christian God, not only do your thoughts matter, they matter so much it will torture you if you don't think what it wants. But yet it's a figure of love. Sorry, Christians. The ones who are worshiping evil, the ones who are worshiping the real Satan, are you. Because the ones that are embracing and making excuses for the brutalization of somebody else is you. It's not the atheists. It's not the LaVeyan Satanists. The reverse Christians, to me, they're a joke. They're just like you. The ones that take the anti-figure of your religion and make it their deity, that is not Satanism. That's reverse Christianity. And it is as much of a joke and it is as absurd as your bullshit. This idea of, and I'll touch on this notion of fire. You're gonna burn in hell. Fire is a chemical reaction of physical elements maintained by physical oxygen. Outside of this, fire wouldn't matter. To use the idea of a ghost. You could no more burn a ghost like that with a lighter than spraying a squirt gun at a ghost would make it wet. A ghost is not even in the same dimension as the fire or the water. So these physical elements would mean nothing to it. Wouldn't faze it. And why are Christians so obsessed with hurting others? I'm going to hurt you. I'm going to burn you. You're evil. You do not show that you are good by behaving in ways that are as bad or worse than the Hitlers, Stalins, Pol Pots, Kim Jong-ils, so forth. You do not show you are better than them by acting just like them or worse than them. You do not show you are better that way. All you show is you're no fucking different. And here's a big one with you Christians. Torture teaches nothing. Torture changes nothing. Torture proves nothing. It doesn't make you right. It doesn't make you moral. It doesn't make you good. It doesn't make you loving. It makes you a fucking asshole tyrant. But you jackasses are too sick and too satanic to give a damn about that. You'll make excuses and find ways to justify the brutalization of others in your own dogma. You don't have the stones to stand up and say this is wrong. It doesn't matter. It is wrong. And I'm going to oppose what is wrong, what is evil. You're not about that. Because you assholes don't have morals. You don't have what would be termed the Army values. Selfless service, honor. So I don't remember all of them. I got out of the military a year ago, and the aspect, personal courage, selfless service, honor, integrity, you don't have those. Because you can't. And go along with the shit that you do. You can't have any of those and go along with the notion of human sacrifice, torture, threats, blackmail. Doesn't work. It simply doesn't fucking work. But for those that would want to check out the article that I was referring to, it'll be in the description bar below. And the aspect of the pentagram, it's not a symbol of Satanism. But the real Satanists, to use that term, are the Christians. They're the ones that are going along with the evil and calling it good because they can find ways to twist it and justify it in their own sick head. This is Greg.